I'm gonna put my psychology hat on. And this may just be a multi-video topic, so get ready. Millennials, I'm talking to you guys. No, don't worry. I'm not gonna be ragging on you. I'm gonna be defending your behavior. And what I mean by your behavior is what psychologists and other people call the millennial question, which is actually multiple questions. So you can tell that a grammatician was not part of this naming. But the questions of why are millennials rude? Why do millennials want to be treated special even though they're just like everyone else? Why are millennials so lazy? Why do millennials... Oh God, there's so many. And there are several answers as to why millennials behave the way that they do. Especially when compared to people 50 years ago. And it's because, for one, we'll start off with the easiest: technology. So millennials are rude and disrespectful. Many. I'm not saying all of you. I am not millennialist, if that's even a word. But many are, because social media allows them to be. So you've got Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of these social media platforms that you can say whatever you want to, and there's no real consequence. You might get blocked or whatever, but there's no real consequence as far as somebody coming to whip you behind. Whereas if you're face to face and you tell somebody their mama look fat and whatever, boom, you can get hit in the face. There's a physical altercation, which, back when I was a kid, and even before that, that was a common occurrence. You say something stupid, you get hit in the face, you fight, you win or you lose, whatever. Nobody dies from an ass whooping. It's pretty much the thing. And for the most part, that is true. There have been people that have died because of fights, but most of the time not on purpose. But let's not go there. But anyway, yeah, you can be in Louisiana and talk to somebody in Wyoming and tell them whatever they want. Like, there was an 11-year-old. I'm playing GTA 5, talking about he's going to bang my mom. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know what that is. Of course, he went into great detail about what it is, and he definitely knew what it is. And it's like, what could I do? So, besides report the conversation. But, that gives people, and it's not just millennials now, it's the older people now, but millennials get the biggest blame for it. They're allowed to be disrespectful online, and the thing is, when their parents are confronted with it, they have the ability to fake the online persona around their mom and dad and be like, no, I would never say that. Or they would say, well, this person attacked me, so I just went back at them. And what can they do? Because you can always delete the chat, right? You can always just delete what is said. And especially the older the generation, as far as parents or grandparents, the less they understand about that technology. So I'll be like, they'll tend more to side with the kid. And that's partially why. And it's also because, back when I was a kid, my mom and my dad were my everything, because they were the ones that raised me. They were the ones that taught me everything. I learned who to be from them. Now, with social media and technology the way that it is, your peers are no longer your parents. Your peers are the millions of people out there who tell you what you want to hear, especially if it means you're not in trouble. Like if you do or say something wrong, and your parents are like, you shouldn't say or do this, and 10,000 people on Facebook tell you, you can do it, it's not bad. You're going to side with those people. And those friends, because you can have thousands of them now, are more of an influence to you than your parents are. Because you have so many of them, and you feel like you're backed up by these people against your parents. And I think that's why I think that's why millennials, especially because the boom of social media began with millennials, really. And that's why millennials are disrespectful so much. And as far as being lazy is concerned, yeah, obviously. You've got technology, which it sounds like I'm bagging on it, but technology is a great thing, man. Look, it's helped people do their jobs a lot more efficient. It's helped science a lot. It's helped communication a lot. Without technology, I wouldn't be able to make this video. I wouldn't be able to see certain people that I haven't seen in a long time. But at the same time, it also gives us an excuse to not get off our behinds and go visit them. It gives us an excuse to, because we text and we message, gives us an excuse not to press that green button and listen to their voices. It gives us an excuse to hide the way that we feel, because you can't tell how I'm feeling if I'm texting. If I'm texting that I'm happy, you can't tell if I'm really torn apart. And that makes us lazy. It makes us lazy emotionally, and it makes us lazy intellectually, because we no longer have to go to a library and find an encyclopedia or a certain book. We can just look it up on the internet, and there's no real research involved in it. Not really like it used to be. And as far as work is concerned, as much as technology has helped and made our lives better, it's also done so many bad things. Because my dad worked from the time he was 13 till the time he got sick, so sick with Forest disease that he couldn't anymore. And it was not easy work. He worked himself to the bone, came home exhausted every night. And nowadays, there are so many jobs that technology has made so easy that you don't have to do that. There are fathers and mothers who can sit at home at their desk just typing away and making thousands of dollars. And I don't begrudge them of that. I really don't. It's just the fact that I think technology has made the value of hard work decrease, because less people, fewer people, especially younger people, are having to deal with it. And you can look at it through when a young person gets a job at McDonald's. When I got my first job, working in the parking lot at Freeman's food store, I was like, wow, I have a job. And it was like hard work in the sun, but man, I mean, it was picking up trash. And yeah, Louisiana gets hot and humid, so that's why I say hard work. But it's like, wow, I have this job. I appreciated it. Nowadays, when I worked at Walmart or whatever, it's like I see kids come in, I see kids just leave because they don't care. Oh, I can just get another job. Doesn't matter. I can get another job. So that you can tell the attitudes have changed, because back in the 70s and 80s and stuff, these kids that got these jobs had to keep these jobs because they were helping to pay for the bills in the house, not just buying shoes. So that's part one of this video. I hope you guys like it. I'll make a part two soon. I love you guys. Deuces.